Well, Jane, Chris, it was kind of unclear exactly where we were because I don't know if you can see this in the water right now. We have our photog pretty far back, so she's not going to be in this water with the camera. We've reached out to the airline. We're still waiting to hear back, but it's interesting. Instead of these people packing up their personal belongings and important documents, trying to get out of here, so many were rushing towards the flames and the fire, trying to get it all on video. Now, I want you to take a look at this sign here. It says no hunting in this park, but then you take a few steps this way, and tonight the sheriff's office tells me the suspect in these break-ins has been going after items like cash and electronics, but he isn't stopping there. Here, it's the black strip taped down to the ground. Now, we're told it's measuring the number of cars driving through this intersection, part of a current traffic study. We are at Cambier Park right now in the Naples area, a popular place where a lot of different rallies have taken place here in the last several months. So you might recognize it from that. Right now, it's pretty unrecognizable with all these trees and debris down, and it's going to take a lot of rallying from the community. Like you mentioned, in just a few hours, expected to pick up and be a bit busier as the president arrives here about 10:30 this morning. Once he lands, he's going to be briefed and then make his way to Naples to meet with hurricane victims. Over the weekend, he was monitoring the hurricane from Camp David, and just last night was tweeting he also plans to meet with the Coast Guard and FEMA volunteers, as well as brave first responders. Of course, we're going to continue to stay on top of this and bring you more details as the morning goes on. But for now, reporting live in Fort Myers, Jillian Idle, Fox 4 in your corner. I'm going to give you a closer look now at some of this debris. You can just see tree limbs scattered throughout people's yards, as well as piles of plywood and side panelings from people's homes. Now, I spoke to some visitors who are here for a week-long vacation, and they say while they're from the Midwest and they're used to severe weather, last night was a new experience for them.
We were sitting at the table playing a game, and all of a sudden we heard noise.
Scott Darr says there was no warning or any time to prepare. Instead, he and his family listened as a loud whistling noise and strong winds moved over his brother's home.
Just like they say, like a train.
And I could see these flashes of purple and white light. And then the roar just was so loud, like people say the freight train sound. And it was like, that's not a normal wind.
And it all happened so fast.
Less than a minute, I swear.
In that short amount of time, heavy rains and strong winds knocked down power lines, leaving hundreds in the dark.
We got cut short 5 minutes on our movie with the power outage.
Crews started repairing lines within an hour of the storm passing through, and by 5 in the morning, the majority of customers were back up and running. But it wasn't until daylight that residents started making their way outside and could really see the damage.
See all these homes, these beautiful homes torn up, the boat docks torn up, and it can all be replaced, it'll all be fixed, but in the meantime, it's going to take a lot of work.
And that work already beginning. Neighbors quick to help those affected the most from the storm, from cutting down trees to clearing debris.
This was close, too close for comfort, but.
So hopefully this doesn't ruin your vacation too much. You'll get to enjoy some sunshine, hopefully.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be a week of cleanup.
It may take days or even weeks to finish cleaning up this damage, but beyond the piles of debris, residents tell me the most important thing is that everyone stayed safe and no one was injured. On Minnesota Key, Jillian Idle, Fox 4 in your corner. Right now, I am outside the cemetery in Punta Gorda where Deputy Lewis was laid to rest earlier today. And before that, a service took place about 30 minutes down the road at Murdoch Baptist Church, with thousands showing up from across the state to say their final goodbyes.
Gets you right in your heart.
Heartbroken friends and family and even strangers pay respect to a large man with an even bigger heart.
6'5", 300 pounds, but that was not, size wasn't what made him big in all of our hearts.
Those closest to Deputy Norman Lewis say it was his infectious personality and gentle spirit that made him so special.
A gentle giant. No trouble. He just did what he had to do. And for that, we will see him again.
Monday's service was held at Murdoch Baptist Church in Lewis's Charlotte County hometown, where he attended high school before playing football for the University of Central Florida. After graduating in 2005, he started working at the Orange County Sheriff's Office.
I am a very reliable person with good patience and great self-control.
Even to citizens who received speeding tickets. One citizen even writing, "I am now poorer in my wallet than when we met. I'm richer for the experience of someone who truly exemplifies a good cop."
When there's a tragedy or a serious incident that occurs, law enforcement officers run to that incident, and essentially that's what Deputy First Class Norman Lewis was doing on this day.
While tears rolled down the faces of those saying their final goodbyes to a man they say had endless love for food and people. They say knowing he died doing what he loved brings them great solace.
Someone said yesterday that Norm is probably in heaven today writing tickets to those speeding to get through the pearly gates.
Now on Sunday, the Orange County Sheriff's Office awarded Deputy Lewis a Purple Heart, and his family accepted that on his behalf in Orlando. Reporting in Punta Gorda, Jillian Idle, Fox 4, in your corner.